Hey, what's going on, everybody? Okay, this song is called Best Part, and it's really pretty. The lyrics are amazing, and the chords are nice. It's something that you can play anywhere, at any time, I think, and I think just the way it's set up, it's just a really nice song. So we're gonna break down the chords, and then I'll teach you guys a little bit more like plucking and fingering and things like that. I know a lot of people have a hard time with that, but yeah, we're gonna try to get through this. All right. With that being said, I hope you guys are all safe. Right now, I live in California. We're doing the whole quarantine thing. I don't have to go to work for like another week, so I figured, hey, maybe now's a good time to bust out the guitar. I know a lot of you staying at home probably should do the same. Go get your guitar, man. Get your guitar out of the closet. Start playing again. You know what I mean? All right, cool. Let's do this. Let's have some fun. Let's learn this song. And this is just a version that you can try. There's different ways you can play it. So, all right. Enough of the intro. Okay, so your first chord. And I always say I have very hairy knuckles, so don't be bothered by that. So the first chord is on your 5th fret, right? Check that out. Bar chord, index finger, 5th fret, okay? This is kind of a hard position to play with your fingers, but your middle finger is going to go on the G string right there on the 6th fret, okay? And your ring is going to go on the D string on the 7th fret, and your pinky is going to go all the way down on that B string on the 7th fret. Okay, so it's kind of like making a triangle. All right, so there's 1, 2, 3. All right, there's a triangle, and then the bar goes on. If this is like hard, which it is hard, I'm not gonna lie, it's a hard chord. You can try putting your index finger on that A string, but you have to be very careful because you can only pluck those strings that you're fingering, right? Okay, so that's your first chord. So it goes. And you're playing the top string, so I guess you should put your finger on the top string. No, actually you're playing the A string, sorry. So. We'll get into plucking later. I figured that's kind of like something that we can go through at the end. So we'll get the chords down. For now you can just strum it even, you know what I mean? So. So that second chord is going to be like a bar chord, right? On that 5th fret. But what you're doing is you're plucking the top string and you're skipping this string, A string, okay? You're not playing that. I played a little bit differently. I put my middle finger up here on that 5th fret on that E string, and then I bar the D, the G, and the B string. You don't have to do it that way. It's kind of hard, just kind of jazzy, but you can do it like this, right? You're skipping that A string. Remember that, okay? You're not playing this. You're playing 1, 2, 3, 4. So. Right, so you're not playing that A string, okay? So again, or you could bar it, right? Bar the whole thing and skip the A string, okay? And then the strings you're plucking is the E string on the top, the D, the G, and the B. Okay, so now when you do this chord, you can just literally take off all of these fingers and then leave the bar, right? So see? So you're transitioning that A string right here to the top, to the E string. Or, you know, you can play it like this. Or like this. See, that one's a little bit harder for me, so I don't do it. Because you got to get all your fingers on that same fret. Okay? So those are your first two chords. Now, this chord, it's used a lot in R&B, so you can play it like this. Right? Or I play it the reverse way. I put my middle finger at the top. But all you're doing there is index finger or your middle finger. Okay, you could pick, right? However you want to play it. I play it like this, but you can also play it like this. It's kind of like a bar chord, but you shift this over here. Alright, and then, yeah, so I'll tell you the fingerings, alright? So, 3rd fret on the E string, and then the A string is being skipped again, so you're not playing this one. So you're skipping that one, and you're going to the D string on the 4th fret, pinky, sorry, on the G string on that 4th fret. And then the last one is down here on that B string on that 3rd fret. So, right? But, you know, as a chord, you want to play it. And on that one, you're not playing the E string, you're not playing this, you're not playing that, and you're not playing this, the A string. So it's just the E string, the D string, the G, and the B. Okay, so again, you can, I play it this way. You can play it like this. Okay, so let's do it one more time. This finger goes, or this finger goes right here, and then you skip that A string, you go down to the D and the G, right, on the 4th fret, and then you get that last one, the B string, on the 3rd fret, right? Okay? Or you can switch it up, right? Now, from here, you're literally just moving that all the way up to the 6th fret with your middle finger. Okay, so the middle finger goes up to that 6th fret. Everything else just slides with it. Sorry. Right, so there's that change right in between. So now this is where it might help to do it with your index finger at the top, because you don't have to change your fingers that much. I just got used to it. So essentially all you're doing there is just, so you're taking this chord and you're bringing it up to the 6th fret, so right, so that's the same fingering. We'll do that. 6th fret. Okay, so see that? Kind of hard to. Okay, so same fingering, you just brought it from here. Now right there, all you're doing is, it's kind of a hard change, okay? But what you're doing is you're essentially putting this string here, or this finger here. That's the only thing that's changing in the chord, so. It's kind of a hard one. You're gonna have to do this, you know what I'm saying? But like on the guitar. Okay? Now, so we'll do that the second to last chord again. So 6th fret, E string, 7th fret, D string, and the D string and the G string. Sorry. So, and then the last one is that index on that B string, right on the 6th fret, right? See, and that just sounds pretty by itself, right? And then from there, these fingers are gonna press the same strings, but they're gonna change, and you're gonna put that pinky on that 8th fret on that B string. Okay, so and then we'll just go through this chord. 6th fret, E string, and then the D, and then the G on that 7th fret, okay? And then the B string on the 8th. So when we play it fast, it goes like this. Kind of buzzy. So it's a hard chord. So you know, you can do it like this. However, which way you want to do it, whatever works for you. Alright, and then you just go back from the top again, so. See? Alright, we'll get into some plucking and then kind of some like R&B style fingering, and then we'll be done. So yeah, let's do it. Okay guys, real quick before I go, I kind of wanted to show you a little bit of plucking and some of the hammer-ons that I'm doing. I'm basically just kind of jazzing it up and using some like very typical R&B type hammer-ons. And I'm really just changing up the first 2 chords. So these are the chords that you already learned, so here we go. What I'm doing there is that first chord, I'm hammering on that B string, okay, with my pinky. So, and I'm going straight to the E string, okay? So it should sound like this. See? But with the bar, you want to pluck the A, D, G, and the B string. But when you do that, you want to hammer on that B string, right? So, something like this. So again, you hammer on that B string, you go straight to the E string. And you don't have to do anything, it's already there. It's the bar, so. One more time. Again, this is that first chord that we learned. Okay, and let me bring my chair up real quick. Alright, so from there, you're gonna go down to here. Right, your second chord, but you're switching it up. Instead of playing this twice, that's your bar chord, right, on the 5th fret. And on that you're playing, you know, we already went through this, but we'll go through it again. E string, skip the A string, D, G, and the B string. And then from there, you're doing that kind of jazzy chord. So you're bringing that middle finger down to the A string on that 5th fret, okay? Right? And then the middle finger, or not, index finger on that D string, right? On that 4th fret. And then the ring finger goes on the G string, and the pinky goes on that B string on that 5th fret. And it sounds weird, it sounds off, and I mean, I'm kind of doing that on purpose because, you know, you kind of want to create that tension, right? You can kind of give it a little bass line. So what I'm doing there is I'm just taking my middle finger and going up to the 5th fret from the 3rd, right? Alright, again, it's just kind of like giving it a little bass line, so. And that's that weird jazz chord. And then back to your normal chords. Alright, that pretty much should wrap it up, man. It's gonna take some practice, but I feel like this is one of those songs where I think it's slow enough for beginners, or I would say more like intermediate players, because beginners, I would say those bar chords, that's gonna be rough. I'm not gonna lie, those bar chords are hard. So yeah, but you know, if you're kind of an intermediate player, you know, you're a little bit more advanced and you want to like start getting in touch with like jazzier, more R&B-ish type songs, this is a good one to learn because it's slow and there's not like a lot of chord changes. It's like, you know, 4 or 5 chords and you're good. All right. Yeah.